Tonight you are going to do something extraordinarily dangerous. You are going to lose consciousness for 8 hours. You will not be able to run. You will not be able to fight. You will not be able to scream. And yet something almost miraculous is going to happen. Nothing is going to eat you. That sounds obvious, but it should not be. Because for the vast majority of human history, the night was not safe. The night was alive with things that wanted to kill you. Lions, leopards, hyenas, cave bears. And every single night, your ancestors lay down in the dark and closed their eyes anyway. The question is not why they survived. The question is how. The answer reaches back further than you think, and it is stranger than you expect. Start with the predator. Because the predator is not stupid, it has a calculation running at all times. The calculation is simple. Is this prey worth the risk? Every hunt carries a cost. Energy burned, injury risked, time lost. A predator does not attack everything it sees. It attacks what makes sense to attack. And sleeping humans, for reasons evolution spent millions of years building, very often do not make sense to attack. The first reason is fire. Your ancestors discovered fire somewhere between 1 and 2 million years ago. According to archaeological evidence from sites like Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, where researchers including Francesco Berna have dated burned bone fragments to roughly 1 million years before the present, fire changed everything. Not because it was warm, because it was terrifying. Almost every large predator on Earth has an innate fear of open flame. It is not learned. It is not taught. It is written into their nervous systems by evolution itself, because fire in the wild means catastrophe. It means the forest is dying. It means run. Your ancestors slept around fire. They built their camp so the fire was always between them and the darkness, and the predators, most of them, stayed back, not because they could not get through, because the ancient math said, do not go near the burning thing. But fire alone is not the whole story, because fires go out, embers cool, and yet humans kept surviving. The second reason is the group. You are, at your core, a social primate, and social primates sleep together. Every study of hunter-gatherer sleep patterns confirms this. Jerome Siegel at UCLA conducted field research on 3 modern hunter-gatherer groups, the Hadza of Tanzania, the San of Namibia, and the Tsimane of Bolivia, and found that none of them slept alone. They slept in clusters, bodies pressed close, someone always half awake, someone always stirring. Think about what that means to a predator. A leopard stalking a sleeping camp does not see one unconscious human. It sees a dozen. It hears breathing from multiple directions. It smells overlapping scents. It cannot identify the weakest target easily. And predators, by instinct, hunt the isolated, the lone animal, the one separated from the herd. A sleeping group is not a vulnerable target. A sleeping group is a trap waiting to happen. Siegel's research also revealed something that shattered the assumption that ancient humans slept in 8-hour blocks. They did not. Pre-industrial sleep was polyphasic and fragmented. People woke throughout the night. They talked softly. They tended the fire. They nursed children. There was almost never a moment when every single person in a camp was simultaneously in deep sleep. The group, without planning it, created a rotating watch without ever calling it that. The third reason is location. Your ancestors were not naive about where they slept. They were extraordinarily strategic. Caves with narrow entrances, cliff tops, tree platforms, raised sleeping structures, archaeological sites across sub-Saharan Africa and the Levant show repeated evidence of humans choosing elevated or enclosed sleeping positions, not randomly, deliberately. A leopard cannot easily drag a human out of a tree nest without waking the entire group. A hyena cannot enter a cave with a 2-foot-wide entrance without squeezing, scraping, and announcing itself loudly. Predators, remember, are also vulnerable. A lion that injures itself entering a narrow cave might not recover. A hyena that wakes a sleeping group of 10 humans armed with rocks and burning sticks is not going to have a good night. The calculation shifts, the risk rises, the predator walks away. But here is where it gets genuinely strange, because the question assumes that predators were the biggest threat, and increasingly the science suggests they were not. not even close. Anthropologist David Sampson at the University of Toronto has argued that the evolution of human sleep itself was a strategic adaptation. Our closest relatives, chimpanzees and gorillas, sleep far more than we do. They sleep in trees, alone, in nests that sway and creak. Their sleep is light, fragmented, vigilant. They evolved to never fully let go.